Welcome back to the audacity that is AI stuff on the internet. And we have to go over OpenAI. They're acting up. They're acting up. We gotta go look at it. Let me turn on my display capture. Look at this. Just look at this. OpenAI describes artists' use of glaze and nightshade as abuse. It's afraid. And it says ever since it became confirmed that AI developers like OpenAI, Midjourney, Stable, and others scrape millions if not billions of images from the internet to train their generative models, almost always without consent or the original creators, the countermeasures like glaze and nightshade being released in response, many digital artists have been asking whether these tools are actually effective in preventing their work, and they are, and I have a video about it, so if you want to watch it, click on the link after the video or right here, right now, whenever that is. And they have this image here, obviously. It says, unfortunately, the only ones who could provide a definitive answer are the AI developers themselves, who, as you might expect, aren't interested in either confirming or denying the effectiveness. Every once in a while, however, small bits of information do slip through, one shared, such as Melissa. Oh, I'm not saying that. Extensive article published recently. Let's see here. We are working how we can to make our systems more robust against this type of abuse. Get out of here. A spokesperson for AI, meanwhile, did not confirm any details about encountering data poison, but said the company takes safety precautions. Get out. Look, they just mad. And let's see what Carla Ortiz says. I will note it is very revealing that OpenAI sees artists utilizing this tech and like the fact that they think it's abuse is just really it's something. It's something to laugh at. And let me tell you, like this is the kind of stuff that is really funny to me. And I just think that it's not gonna be it's not gonna be like this forever where it's just gonna be doomer pilled stuff. Some of the stuff that these guys are saying is just really silly and out of pocket. And I do have a video about the future of AI if you want to watch it. It's the one about Jazza, but anyway, let's get back to this. So, Reed commented, so do whatever you do. Don't protect your art or poison their data set because that would be wrong. They're so mad. Also, I want to go over Reed's post about Riot Games laying off a ton of people and then immediately leading into generative AI. Can I just say, I don't really care how Riot thinks that they're going to use generative AI. That's fucking stupid. They have so much money from Arcane, from just their pay pigs. They have so much money. They literally do not need generative AI at all, ever. They just don't need it. And saying that they need it, and the fact, let me show you something. This is the travesty of this. This is the rate that they're paying the generative AI internship. You don't even, oh my God, it's so dumb. Imagine you could just pretend to be like an AI person and then get paid that. That's ridiculous. Now look at this. Rate for a 3D animator intern. You're telling me that they can't pay their 3D animators more money? Are you kidding? That's ridiculous. And that's for someone with 20 years of experience. Get lost. I am so cringed out. And for my last thing this week, I wanted to talk about the Coca-Cola thing. So if you didn't know, there is a Coca-Cola commercial that happens every year. I would say that this stuff is like uniquely Americana. So I'm not saying that Santa is Americana. I'm saying that this version of Santa, the Coca-Cola Santa stuff, that is Americana stuff specifically. So they made a commercial with AI and we're going to look at it real quick this time. All right, let's look at it. So first off, this looks a little bit, this hand's weird, but like they put their branding all over everything. So it's kind of like, ooh, look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's missing a hand. And that person was missing their fingernail. And I don't know, man. I just don't know. Created with real magic AI. I don't know. I just think that this commercial is really cringe. And I don't know what they were going for when they decided to do that. I personally think that was a wasted effort. That commercial was 15 seconds. You're telling me that this couldn't have been made with 3D effects artists? Coca-Cola has so much money. That's the thing, is like, I could get it. The thing is okay, I try to be so diplomatic and I try to be so forgiving because as a person who is of limited means, I try to think if it was me and I had a Coca-Cola product that was small and I was putting listen. I play devil's advocate for freaking everything. I try to think if it was me and I had a product and okay, I'm going to go on the fact that I am not an artist, okay? Not an artist. And I wanted to come out with a product and that product has something to do with like a drink product. And I'm like, oh, if I make a Christmas video, maybe, I don't know what I can do. Sure, I can record something, but I need it to look good and I'm not a professional. And someone's like, well, why don't you just use AI? It's like, well, the AI looks bad. It's like, well, you could make some stuff and then mix other stuff together. And then maybe the stuff that you're paying for is so small that you can make this really high quality video and maybe it only costs you $70 instead of, thousands of dollars. Now, as a small business owner, that sounds like a good idea, right? But that's a small business owner. And I'm not saying, I'm not talking about the consequences of using AI on your product. I'm literally trying to talk about the business side of things. If I had a business and I needed a commercial, that was going to air on television, right? Because you already have to pay for putting your ad on television too, okay? So I think that in the context of a business owner that's not an artist, they put this little thing out there and they want people to support their small businesses. I understand where a small business owner would think, I'll just use AI, okay? But this is Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola has funny money. They have so much money, they literally don't need AI. They just want to do it for fun. It's literally what I was talking about in my Jazza video. People are just putting AI into things that don't need it because they want to go, oh, look at us. We're using it too. It's so cool. Why don't you guys look at us using it? This is the browser on the printer situation. This is going to be, every time I see AI used in something, this is them trying to be hip or cool or awesome or whatever to try to relate to people who are younger. But the thing is young people don't like AI that much. That's really for people who are a lot of older people like AI because it's a toy. And that's kind of the whole purpose, is that it's a toy. And I understand that right now, whatever is going on and whatever, but it's just cringe. And why would you want to put, the thing is Coca-Cola is Americana, completely Americana. I just don't understand why something that would be uniquely American that has the money. All these companies have money. I don't want to hear companies that have money doing some capitalist bullshit where they could have just hired however many artists it costs. What was it, let's say 40 artists to do this and make one badass commercial per year. They only make one Christmas commercial a year. Just one. They have the money. I just don't get it. So what do you guys think about this? Do you guys think that this is a waste of time? Some of this stuff is pretty funny. Especially it's abuse. But I don't know, man. I'm amused this week by the stuff that's come out and the audacity. But I hope you guys are enjoying your week, and I will see you on Thursday morning. Come to my live stream. I'll see you there working on all of the artworks that I made for Inktober, but then never finished because I was like, meh. But I'll see you later, guys. Have a good week and see you next time.